Happy Sunday, beautiful souls. Oh, this filter isn't working. I needed a filter today because I went for microneedling yesterday and it looks like I have a really bad sunburn now, but it feels so nice. My skin is going to be so glowing. So that's why my face looks a little bit red. I'm going to document this. It was like getting a tattoo all over my face. It was pretty cool. I just sat through a Sunday offering by one of my fellow lightworkers. It was amazing, just talking about how we are so deserving of love, how the earth and God and source, God's source is fully supporting us every step of our journey. I want to show you outside right now. Check this out. Look outside. I don't know if we are in full-blown snow. It is winter again. It's winter number 15 in Alberta, but it's good. Just no motorcycling today. It's beautiful. You know what? I can't complain because it is beautiful. It's like my face. It's so red. I thought this filter was going to help, but no judgment of myself. You know, beauty is one of those things that we go through a lot of pain for as women. So I'm excited to see the outcome of this one. I wanted to talk a little bit today about like tuning into our intuition and understanding what we hear. We block ourselves so much because we've been conditioned by society to question our own inner knowledge and our inner wisdom. Like, I know myself growing up, my parents, my mom especially, would always question everything that I did. So then I learned to question everything that I thought and felt. My cat is trying to eat my plants and I'm going to, Cedar, get off my table, cat. But yeah, tuning in and understanding that when we have a clear system, when we have a calm nervous system, when we're grounded and we're not soaking in all the energies from around us, all the feelings from others. Give me 1 second. Cedar, we're going to get knocked out. That when we can do that and when we can calm our nervous system, we can tune in. Those voices you hear, those calm voices, those calm whispers, not the panicky ones, the ones that panic, the ones that are like scary, the ones that are like fearful and questioning. That is your ego. That is attachments. That is preconditioned beliefs that we have learned through life because of things that have happened to us, because of things we're holding in our nervous system. So that's why healing and cleansing is so important in our energetic hygiene. Because we store everything. Everything gets trapped in our nervous system and in our body if we don't process it out. You think of all the crappy things that have happened to you as a kid and through your lifetime, and you've held them in because you maybe felt shameful of feeling the emotions towards it. Maybe the emotions were very overpowering. Maybe you had some belief form that you weren't good enough, or you can't trust yourself like I did. I never could trust myself. And it was funny. Well, it wasn't funny. It was synchronistic because I attracted these relationships around me, whether they were friendships or partners that were very untrustworthy because I didn't trust myself. And I'll tell you this, as I shifted and I cleared my system out and I really worked hard and dug to the deepest shadows within me and allowed them to release, it was painful feeling and going through these feelings again, these feelings from when I was little, being abandoned, feelings from when I was a teenager, being cheated on, being bullied, all these feelings that I suppressed came up, they come up, they still come up, things still come up for me, but it's knowing and tuning in and allowing them to flow through. If you need to cry. If you need to, yell into a pillow, but allow them to be released from your nervous system, because it holds on to everything. And then it's in our subconscious mind. So as you do that and you continue doing the deep, difficult work, you continue purging those shadows, you continue loving them and accepting them for what they are, and that they are a gift because they're leading you to your divinity, to your full ascension, to your highest timeline. I spoke a little bit about, an analogy came into my mind about a balloon. Think of a balloon underwater that's tied to a weight. What's going to happen? It's not going to move. It's going to be pushed around and all the currents underwater. As soon as you cut that weight off, that balloon is going to pop right up to the surface of the ocean. It's going to be out there and free, and it might pop up and go a little crazy at first, but it's going to settle back down, and then you're going to be floating free. You're going to be tuning into the winds being your soul leading you, the winds being your intuition guiding you, and that whisper is going to be the clearest voice you have in your mind. Not that one that you don't understand that you can't hear because your ego is yelling at you, because that's what happens. Our ego gets really loud. And, if we live with a lot of fear and a lot of judgment of ourselves and a lot of, shame and guilt, that ego is so loud and it's so suffocating. When I teach my Tapping into Intuition course, I teach feeling into your heart. And if you want to know the difference between ego and intuition and understanding your intuition, feel your heart center. Do you ever have those moments where your heart contracts when you're making a choice about something or you're going down a certain path? When you feel contraction, no, don't do it. When you feel free and expansion, that's when you follow that. That's when you follow those feelings. And I apologize if anybody's commenting on this. Facebook's been really weird lately. So sometimes I can't see the comments, so I'll comment after. But yes, when you feel that freedom of your heart center opening up, that non-contraction, open your shoulders out, feel it, allow it to come into you. Let that guide you. Let that balloon go from the bottom of the ocean. Cut that string. Allow those, that baggage, allow that stuff you've been holding on to, that pain that's become so comfortable to you because it's all you've known. It's been your comfort. Our pain becomes our best friend because we can use it to get sympathy from people. We can use it, and that's a big one too, learning the difference between sympathy and empathy. Empathy is given freely. Sympathy is given through manipulation, where we use what we've been through to gain sympathy because we think that's the type of attention that we need. And it's not. And no judgment on anybody, because I've been there. I used to think that getting sympathy from people was what I needed for attention. Oh, that's awesome. Big heart chakra upgrades. Yeah, our heart chakras, you're going to feel this purge, this upper heart chakra, the more etheric heart chakra. As we get older, and I'm not even sure, I need to look into this a little bit. I have a really great book about all the systems in the body. We have multiple chakras within our body and above our being. And as we integrate more and more, these higher divine chakras actually come into our energy centers. They're not above anymore. They come and integrate in. So like the upper heart chakras, upper third eye chakras, and we can really tune into source. And that's how, you begin to channel more because you just know that voice, you follow that voice. But I'm getting off topic again because that's what I do. I have I start talking and then it's like one thing, two things, three things, because I get so excited and I love to share because these are so healing to share these messages. Tune into your heart, tune into your intuition. When we clear our heart chakra and open it up, we clear our third eye. This is like the heart-mind harmonizer. Like these two work together in tandem, where you'll feel your third eye and you'll feel it in your heart because you'll ask. And when they're balanced and when we have our hemispheres of our brain balanced, we can really tune in. And we can release that ego. We know the difference. I still have ego come in from time to time, and I have to ask my higher self. I'm like, is this my highest best good? Is this the voice I need to follow? And I just hear this nope. And it's not a judgmental nope. It's just like, nope. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you, higher self, for pointing me away from my ego, because we're human. That ego is always going to be there. It's like that shadow is always going to be there. And I'm not saying that we disregard our shadow. I'm saying we love it and we bring it to light. It's like turning on a light switch in a room. Once we bring things to light, when you turn on a light switch, is there much shadow left? There might be a shadow behind a chair in the corner. There might be a little shadow down on the floor under something, but it's like 95% light, if not more. So remember that and love it, because we are just whole and complete as we are every step of the way. So I'm going to pull a card, because it's Sunday and it's snowing, and I'm going to sing because I need to sing more to open up my throat chakra. Okay, Spirit, what is in our highest best guidance for today? For this message, what is going to enhance this message? Fulfillment. Fulfillment. I love these cards. My projects become the perfect fulfillment of myself in harmony with the universe. I make my dreams come true. I take action. Thus, I fulfill through unconditional love, faith, wisdom, and positive thinking. So be it. So yes, another thing with manifestation, we can manifest in our mind all we want, but if we don't take action, nothing's going to happen. There's certain times when you do have to sit back and you have to allow things to come to you, forcing too much. Never a good thing, because you're coming from a place of lack and you're pushing things away. So Know the difference between, inspired action, not ego-based action, but the soul action where your soul's guiding you to do it, not where your ego's telling you, oh my gosh, I'm lacking something, I need to chase after it. Inspired action. I'm going to go. I have to go get ready for a client. Super grateful. I love working with you. If anybody's looking for one-on-one sessions, I have offerings. I open up a few availabilities during the month. Zoom, I do a few in person through booking, because in Calgary we can serve clients if an appointment's booked still, but mostly Zoom right now. And groups. So keep your eye open. I'm offering probably one a week, one every 2 weeks. No fee groups, just sharing circles. They're very healing. So it's a channeled message. I'll channel. We'll do a little grounding meditation at the beginning and shielding, and they're by donation. So if you feel, you've gotten something from it, it's always that great energetic balance. Healing circles, I feel I'm going to continue those, just not as much. So just keep an eye open in the group. Up at the top, if you're not a part of the Spiritual Divinity Circle, because I do post these on my YouTube and I post these messages in other groups, I share them out because I think it's very important to share messages. Hit me up. On the YouTube link, I always share all my links underneath for the Facebook community, for my bookings, for my groups. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love today. Enjoy the weather wherever you are. Hopefully it's sunny where you are. In Calgary, it's snowy, but it's still beautiful. And I wish you the most beautiful day.